Welcome back. So, it has been a minute since I've seen you. I keep shaking the camera. I'm going to stop touching my desk. But I have, long story short, I've been on a journey. I don't remember the last time I made a video to speak to you. I think that the biggest problem I've had lately on my self-improvement journey has been, it's been a mix of consistency, but more importantly, just direction. I've lacked direction, I think, and that's why I'm making this video, to talk about how I'm finding direction again, where I'm trying to go. So, I don't remember the last time I uploaded, but it has been the summer. I realized that when I'm thinking back to this summer, I was definitely on some sort of mission. The accomplishments I was making during the summer, the focusedness I had during the summer, even when my house was being reconstructed and I didn't have a structured schedule or bedtime, I was still really focused and really determined to grow. And I think the school year has made it more difficult because now I have to worry about tasks, right? Tasks that I did not place upon myself, which is part of life. But it's been distracting, and it has therefore made I put me in a slump for a number of weeks. And I think that it was about going back to the basics that allowed me to recognize what it was that I was doing this all for in the first place. I had to relearn how to do cold exposure in a way. I had to relearn how to do the gym because I wasn't in love with working out anymore. And it's not that I didn't want to exercise. I didn't want to lift weights, if that makes any sense. I love exercise. But I think that because my just lack of, and this is supposed to kind of, you're supposed to see some of these points in your life. If you can do some introspection, you should see where this fits in your situation. In my situation, it was a lack of personal commitment that allowed me to get to bed early enough, to get my crap done early enough in the day so I could go to bed early enough, because all I would do was whine about the stupid schoolwork I had to do, and therefore I would just mediocrely do it. Music is my biggest vice, by the way. If it wasn't for music, I would work a lot more efficient. That's why I have not listened to music in 6 days? No. 5 days, I think. Again, just trying to reset, again, going back to the basics, resetting your brain and whatnot. But anyways, it would get me up too late. I couldn't get to the gym early enough. I'd get to the gym before school, work out for like 40 minutes, 35 minutes, a mediocre workout. So I was disappointed. This was compounding. I was no longer in love with the gym because I forgot what it was all about. And anytime I had, I just wanted to play. I wanted to play basketball. I want to play soccer, because that doesn't take discipline from me. That is just fun. And like I was forgetting what it was all about, right? I was forgetting what I have because of school. And it's not just because of school. It's also because of the way I manage my time. When I'm done with schoolwork, I don't want to read. All these amazing books I have down here that I have purchased with my own money, I have not been reading. Previous to this week of, reconstruction. But I've lost my focus, right? I have, again, up until this week, my diet was also wishy-washy, where it's like I understood my discipline and at the same time didn't care enough. Like I didn't have enough of a goal or a purpose to stick to it very well. And then it also allowed music and entertainment to really seep its way into my focus and my vision. And I forgot what I was doing this all for. I forgot about this channel. And I think that this channel is an outlet for me. It is not a business or anything by any means. It's not, because I don't have a vision yet. I don't have a niche yet. Self-improvement is the biggest thing I've discovered ever. Stumbling upon this way of life has been the greatest thing I've ever done. But that being said, I don't want to make self-improvement videos or content just for the sake of making self-improvement videos or content because you can watch anybody else. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste the 5 people watching my videos. This is an outlet for me as of now. Until I have a better vision, this is the outlet right now. And I think that's why, if that's why I've been inconsistent, is because I don't have a vision yet. I'm still working on it. I'm still working it out. But that being said, it's been chaotic, right? Life has been very hard, and I've forgotten where I was going. So it resulted in me just feeling lost and wasteful at times. And I think this week taking music out has really helped me to just think better and to act better. To just feel more alive. And this is not something permanent. I'm not going to keep music out of my life forever. I'm going to, throughout the next couple of weeks, re-implement it into my life in a very controlled manner because I love music. And if there is a business I intend on making, which don't be surprised if I do go in on this, but it's got to be music related, because as I'm listening to all these people talk about how successful men think about their business after working all day on their business, thinking about new ways to improve it, that's how I think about music. That's exactly how I think about music. I'm always thinking about it. I could listen to music all day, and then as I'm listening to the music, I can think about like my analysis of it, my interpretation of it, what I can pick out of it constantly. And then when I'm done, I'll be off doing my own thing, and I'm still thinking about like dialogue that I could be putting forth into a video, talking about whether it's an artist or if it's a not so much a criticism, but it is almost like a mini documentary of like the brilliance of a certain individual or band or group. And then I'm also thinking of like structures, like how could I structure a video to be captivating to an audience, things like that, right? That's the business mindset. It's just constantly overthinking about it because it just makes you hungry. It makes you hungry, like it just makes you excited, right? So I'm leaning more in that direction, not because as much as I would love to, oh man, I'm one of the self-improvement influencers of the modern day. I'm helping so many young men and young people in the world grow and understand themselves better. But I don't have a niche. I don't have enough life experience yet. I've been on this journey as long as many people my age, maybe longer, maybe shorter. At the end of the day, I'm not even legally an adult yet, right? So I feel like I have points to make, but not enough to provide, not enough life experience. And I'll work it out because I'm trying to read. I think as I hone in closer to why I've adopted this lifestyle, I think the more I'll be able to give back to the world in anything, whether I do go in on some sort of music-oriented content or continue this way. Do I want to talk more about wisdoms that I've learned? Do I want to talk more about, practices? Do I want to talk more about, there's just a lot in the space. So all I'm trying to say is to sum this all up, right? This week has provided me with a lot more thinking in the head. And that's what I want to leave with you, is that we can lose our focus, we can lose our grounding, and I've had to come back to square one this week. That's why I'm making a video right now, is because I felt, dang, the videos make me focused. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't had any thoughts in my head this whole time. And that is the peak human experience. I could do this all day. Of course, I didn't script anything for this. If I was writing stuff down for this video and prepping for it, I could provide you, and I'm trying to figure out where I'm trying to go, but I could provide you a really well written or just well thought out video And I could talk for hours. As you saw in the sexual trauma, like 1 and 2 videos, I can go. I'm happy. I'm so content doing this. I like to talk. So, but it's been coming back to square one and realizing, rediscovering. I've been taking cold showers. I needed to understand why I was doing it. The same with meditation. I needed to evaluate, why is this even a thing? Why is this a part of my life? Because it's causing me stress, because I don't have time to do it. Why am I even bothering? And when I took the time to go back to the basics and understand, what is the point of this? Why did I start doing this? What was I doing before that sucked so much that I thought, you know what? I should start meditating. Can I reharness that to get it in my schedule, to man up, stop whining about all the tasks and all the schoolwork I have to do, and just meditate? Same thing with the gym. I like weightlifting again. Just like that. But it's also been like, we can get into the gym topic later, like changing your mindset for the gym, and I'm also working that out. Because weightlifting is great and all, but I am an athlete. I've been an athlete for years, and as much as I would like to build the wonderful physique, I also just love the practicality of being an athlete. And I don't get enough of that. I don't get enough of trying to push your body's, almost like statistics, like your body's capabilities to the limit, whether it's like sprinting or like box jumping or things like that. Things you can like track and record other than just moving metal, right? I missed that. And I'm trying to reiterate that into my, what should I call it? My approach for exercise. So I did try a Murph the other day for the first time, and I am going to do those regularly. That is the CrossFit challenge, where you run a mile, do 100 pull-ups, do 200 push-ups, do 300 squats, and then run another mile, and time yourself every time and try to beat your time. That was fun. That was hard. That was really hard because I've never had to do that many of an exercise. And like the latter half of the whole thing, like you're barely even doing the motion, but you're just trying to trigger the muscle to get to the next rep, right? That's brutal. But that was something other than just tracking how many times I moved some metal. It was like, whoa, I did this in 48 minutes. That is so cool. I got to do this in 47. I got to do this in 45. I got to do this in 40. Let's get 38 minutes, right? Anyways, I'll leave you to it. I'm done talking to you, friend. But I just thought I'd leave that with you. It is a lot of times in self-improvement and just in life, we need to reevaluate why we are doing something. I need to reevaluate, why am I exercising? I need to reevaluate, why do I understand nutrition so well? I'm not even following what I understand, but why did I take all this time learning? Ignore Messi. He's the GOAT, by the way. But can you see that? Yeah, you can see that right here. Okay. That right there is a list of things to not eat. Yep, that's right there. Don't eat soy, don't eat tofu, no edamames, no miso, no soft drinks or fruit juice. Sugar is bad for you, kills testosterone. No protein bars because they have too many carbs, breaks down to sugar. No vegetable oils, no flaxseed oils, no pasta, no bread, no fried foods, no vegetable oil. Let's see, what else? Is that all of it? Some of it's sideways. Anyways, I had to remember why I wrote all of that and put it on my wall. Oh, well, that's because to me, nutrition is really important. Why is it important to me? Because it really affects the way I feel. I feel better about myself when I eat better. I have more energy. I want to be fertile, so I want to eat as little food that will hurt my fertility as possible. And then that reminded me of other practices I've been learning. And then it just kind of like all came back together. The cloud was starting to clear because I could understand my goal in life right now, or at least a good chunk of it, is to optimize my surroundings and my living space and all that to be the best to finish out this section of my life. To finish this section of my life out as the most capable and productive version of myself as I can be. And I feel better. I started journaling more again. I have started reading more again. And I've been managing my time better. And that's the big part. If you can go back to the basics, and whatever it is you're trying to do, you can figure out how to manage your time better and become more efficient at it. I'm still working on it, and I'll keep you posted. So I hope that was helpful. just to give you like a living example of like, yeah, sometimes life gets chaotic in any given sector, and we have a hard time just getting back to it. So I thought that ought to be helpful. So I will keep you updated if I do find a better vision for myself. I think that's another. I'll stop talking, but that's another reason that I haven't been uploading much, is because I don't have a vision. I already said that. But without a plan, I don't want to waste time. So, I just need to figure out what I'm doing. And I think that's a lifelong pursuit. But we can try. We can freestyle. Have a good one.